All right, good morning, everybody. Happy Friday. It was a short week, but it was an amazing week. We had so much fun trading today. So the only trade that I did this morning was Rivian. Was pretty good. I got stopped at once, but it was really nice. Tesla and Nvidia, there were some calls and puts that I was short. I covered them today, and I opened a new position on Tesla 275, which is not doing great. So hopefully I can survive this one. So I sold 10 contracts of 275 at 60 cents. Right now it's negative. I'll see how it goes. Hopefully we survive that one. If Tesla stays above 275, we're going to be profitable. Well, let's see how it goes. But overall, everything is pretty good. Today trade was on Rivian. Let's share what we had on Rivian. Rivian had this gap up in the morning, and it was pretty really solid at the open, as you see here. I did heavy volume, 4 million shares volume came up, closed as a doji, came back up. I went long, and I really shouldn't have gone long here because it's a little bit tricky when you have such a doji. Let me bring my Epic pen. Sorry. Yeah, it's a little bit tricky when you have such a doji here. It's a little bit tricky. So I went long for the break of high of the day, and it came down, and I got stopped out. So that was one loss, which fairly big size loss. And then it came down, quickly squeezed back heavy with volume at the rebound. So this, if it was coming all the way up here, it would have been engulfing on 1 minute, but it didn't really do the engulfing on 1 minute. It did an engulfing on 2 minutes. I'm going to show it you in a matter second. But I just got back in there. The asks were stacking up, ready for the breakout. Breakout, I got out a little bit, and then on the pullback, I added more heavy size all the way up to 24 because the asks were really stacking up at 24. I'm actually let me show it to you. I have the screenshots here. So see, at 24, we were really seeing very strong big ask. These are very bullish sign at 941.38. So I knew it's gonna go up to 24. Again 944.14. There is a big ask at 23.99. I was really heavy long on that, and then all the way up to at 10 o'clock we broke out at 24.15, and I started getting out. So these asks were really helping me to get into that position. So both Brian and I got it. Brian on the pullback, he really did. Just give me 1 second, sorry guys. Yeah, so I mean, it went up. Brian on this pullback at 23.60, he added to his position. But I didn't add. I should have added here for the break of 24. It came down again, rejected the 24 one more time. I had a pretty good, entry. So it came down all the way up to the VWAP. I didn't get a stopped out, and then we broke off 24.20 at around 10 o'clock, all the way up here to 24.25, and then I got a stopped out at the VWAP when I was out most of my position. So that was a pretty solid trade for me, really profitable. And that was it. I didn't really have any other position. I shorted Tesla 275 puts. So essentially, when you're shorting, you are shorting the volatility. So what I noticed that in the morning, that Tesla is really choppy. Market was kind of a strong and flat. And I said, okay, if 275 for today, if I shorted that, if it stays chop around above 275, I'm going to make money. And it seems that Tesla has a very low volatile day, except this drop, which was with the market. Everything else is really low volatility, and the full low volatility days are really good for being short on the market. Trading wise, it was pretty good. Low volatility days are pretty good to be short for selling options because you're shorting the volatility. So what did we have in terms of trading? Peter is a master of trading on AMD. He did some sort of a reversal on AMD here at 115, around 115 high of the day. It's not quite a mountain pass that he trades, but it resembles that trade book. So covered some all the way down here, and he covered all the way up to 113. So that's a very nice trade that Peter did. Really good trader, really awesome guy. He's gonna come to New York City as well. We're gonna have some really fun together in New York City as well. And then obviously Paris, really good trader Paris. So he did trades really nicely at the open, exactly like me. He got stopped out. No, actually he didn't get stopped out. He went long for 1 minute pre-range breakup, got out, and then stopped out after that. And then he took the long again with me. Exactly, that was the same moment. Again, two traders added heavy for the really nice breakout, and he had really good ads on the pullback. So he added here on the pullback and then added more again at the revamp. Eventually got stopped out, which is okay. Really good traders are get stopped out, and then he come back again. That's fine. But you never know. If this one was continue going lower, he would have blown up his account. You get stopped out, and you come back again, and then on this pullbacks he's adding more, and probably very profitable there. And he's always looking at the time and sales and order flow, and his course is very comprehensive on how to read the time and sales and order flow. Essentially, the time and sales and order flow really talks to you, and it's very, very important how this time and sales is actually working. Very, very, very important course. If anyone wants to know how he's actually reading the price action, you should just watch his course. And someone might say, "Oh, this guy got stopped out, and then he jumped back in again." Well, that's fine. This is three trades and three good risk management, three really good trade management. You get stopped out. Yes, it sucks, it really hurts, but you always can go back on it. I was as well. I got stopped out. So that was trading with the Paris and Peter. I know, Brian, you did a very nice trade on the Baba. It was a massive run on the
Yeah,
Baba. How was your trading day on Baba?
yeah, we had. Yeah, no, you went over the Rivian trade. The Baba trade was pretty much the same thing. It was a nice clean opening range breakout, and did a bit of a consolidation. Just waited for it, and and then it just broke out through 88, and then through 89, and so basically just a straightforward opening range breakout.
Somebody mentioned
So
Baba 920 and in the chat room, and I saw that I actually did Baba 920 on the chat
yeah,
room. Very nice. So
yeah,
very,
it
very
did look
beautiful. Yeah. Um,
yeah.
yeah, that's it. I think that was pretty good. Oh, one thing I wanted to show you on Rivian was that on a 2 minute chart, it did that engulfing. I wanted to show you that engulfing. See, this pattern, what we called it an engulfing pattern. So, the very bullish candlestick showing up after the, very bearish candlestick. So it would have been a very nice, 2 minute win range breakout with the engulfing as well. And those of you who don't know what engulfing is, if you go into the education center, I have this webinar on engulfing in the essential course that explain to you what is it exactly and how you can actually trade that. Alrighty, so that's it. So market is kind of flat. IWM is very strong. The small caps are the strongest sector apparently today, but Qs Inspire kind of flat. Let's see how the market is doing today. Anything from you, Brian?
No, that's it. It was a really good morning. I'm short some Tesla calls right now because it seems to be selling off. That's probably a swing trade because the calls are expired next week. But I might even cover some if I get 50% out of them today. So markets are selling off now.
Well, let's see how it
So
goes. I have this Tesla and NVIDIA puts at 267 and NVIDIA at NVIDIA 405, and then this 275. This one I might get assigned with the loss. So let's see what it's gonna do. I might have 1,000 shares on Monday on Tesla. Let's see how it goes. We'll see how the day is going on. All right, guys, have a good day, and I'll see you Monday morning, guys. Ciao.